Hi friends, I hope you are all fit and fine. In this video, you are going to learn about electrochemistry. Dear friends, electrochemistry deals with the study of interconversion of the electrical energy and chemical energy, phenomena of electrolysis and the laws of electrolysis. Dear friends, interconversion of electrical energy and chemical energy means conversion of the electrical energy into chemical energy and chemical energy into electrical energy. Dear friends, you know that there are different forms of energy, or energy exists in different forms: solar energy, wind energy, mechanical energy, electrical energy, chemical energy. These are the different forms of energy. And you know that according to law of conservation of energy, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another form. Okay, now here in electrochemistry you are going to study about the interconversion of the electrical energy and chemical energy. Okay, and here you deal with mainly two types of reactions. So in electrochemistry, two types of reactions are studied. So one type of reactions which take place by passing electricity. That means these reactions will take place only if you pass electricity, otherwise the reactions will not take place. Okay, for example, electrolysis of the molten sodium chloride. Okay, if we electrolyze molten sodium chloride, sodium and chlorine will be formed. Okay, sodium is discharged at the cathode and chlorine gas will be liberated at the anode. That means the sodium chloride will split into sodium and chlorine. Similarly, if we electrolyze water, it will split into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Okay, now these reactions will take place only by passing electricity, otherwise they do not take place. Now we have other type of reactions that take place to produce electricity. Okay, now the reactions that take place in Daniell cell, Leclanche cell, these cells are called the electrochemical cells. Okay, so in these cells the chemical reaction will take place and produce electricity. That is, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Okay, and you find the batteries of your mobiles. Okay, so there the chemical reaction will take place and produce electricity. So they are chargeable. If you charge and recharge, you can get the electricity again and again. Okay, so these are the two types of reactions that you study in electrochemistry. Dear friends, substances are classified into two types: conductors and non-conductors. So this classification is based on the ability of the substance to allow the electricity to pass through them. Okay, now we shall see the conductors. Conductors are the substances which allow the electricity to pass through them. Okay, so the substances which allow the electricity to pass through them are called the conductors. For example, metals, graphite, solution of the acids, salts, bases, etc. Now you know that you have studied in the properties of metals. The metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. So these metals like copper, silver, gold, iron, magnesium, they allow the electricity to pass through them, so they are conductors. Similarly, graphite, even though graphite is a non-metal, but it conducts electricity due to presence of the odd electron in the carbon atom of the graphite. Okay. Similarly, the solutions of acids, salts, bases, etc. These are the conductors. They allow the electricity to pass through them. Once again, the conductors are classified into two types. There is electrolytic conductors and electronic conductors. So first we shall study the electronic conductors. So electronic or metallic conductors. Electronic conductors are also known as the metallic conductors. Now substances in which conductance is due to movement of the electrons. So here electrons move. In other words, the electrons will drift. So drifting of electron is responsible for conductance of these substances. Okay, now examples of these electronic conductors are the metals like copper, silver, iron, magnesium, graphite. Okay, now graphite is a non-metal, but I have told you it conducts the electricity. So these are the electronic conductors. So in the electronic conductors, conductance is due to movement of the electrons, or to be more precise, drifting of the electron. Okay, Now other type of conductors are the electrolytic conductors or electrolytes. Now substances in which conductance is due to movement of the ions. So here ions will move. So they are containing moving ions. So the conductance is due to moving ions. So substances in which conductance is due to movement of the ions are called the electrolytic conductors or the electrolytes. Okay. Example of the electrolytic conductors are the solutions of the acids, bases and salts. So they contain moving ions. Okay. Now if the ions are not moving, then it will not be a conductor. Now for example, if you take a solid sodium chloride does not conduct electricity. Okay, because it contains the ions which are fixed in position due to strong electrostatic force of attraction. They cannot move, so therefore solid sodium chloride does not conduct electricity, but the solution of sodium chloride or the molten sodium chloride will conduct electricity. Now we shall see a difference between electronic conductors and electrolytic conductors. So in the electronic conductors, there will be a movement of the electrons. The electrons will be simply moving within the metallic wire. Okay. Whereas in the electrolytic conductors, there will be a movement of the ions. So there will be two electrodes dipped in the electrolyte. Cathode will be attracting the cations and anode will be attracting anions. Okay. So because of this force of attraction, the ions will be moving towards the oppositely charged electrodes. Okay. Then next difference is that in electronic conductors there is no chemical reaction. The electrons are simply moving, but there is no chemical reaction. There is no change in the length of the wire or size of the wire. That indicates there is no chemical reaction in the electronic conductors. Whereas in electrolytic conductors, the reactions will take place at the electrodes. Two electrodes will be dipped in the electrolyte. One electrode is called anode, the other electrode is called cathode. So reduction will be taking place at the cathode and oxidation will be taking place at the anode. Okay. The next difference is that in electronic conductors there is no transfer of matter. Since there is no movement of the ions, here the electrons are moving, not the ions. So no reaction will take place in the metallic wire. The electrons will simply move. Okay, and there will not be transfer of any matter in this because there is no chemical reaction taking place here. Okay, whereas in electrolytic conductors there will be transfer of matter because reactions take place at the electrodes. So because of these reactions, substances will be discharged or liberated at the electrodes, and there will be transfer of matter either from electrode to the electrolyte or electrolyte to the electrode. Okay. The next difference is that in the electronic conductors, conductance decreases with increase in temperature. As temperature increases, resistance of the conductor will increase, or in other words, conductance of the conductor decreases with increase in the temperature. Whereas in electrolytic conductors, as the temperature increases, conductance increases. This is because the velocity of the ions will increase. That results in increase in the conductance of the electrolyte. Okay. So these are the differences between electronic conductors and electrolytic conductors. Dear friends, we shall end the class here.